So now I'm going to teach Otto a little bit of impulse control. This is a really, really good game because not only does it start the leave it cue, but it really teaches him to get something, he's got to not want it too much. So for a puppy, impulse control is really hard, but it is something he's going to have to deal with for his entire life. So, talking of impulse control, as he goes around to steal my cheese, what we do to start this game is we let him see that I've got cheese in one hand. So once he sees the cheese, he knows it's there. If he tries to access the cheese, we're going to close the hand so he can't do it. At this point they normally start licking, biting, we do lots of things to get it. Good boy. As soon as he comes away from the cheese, he gets another piece in this hand. So he learns that to get offered the reward, he's got to step away from the cheese that's in this hand. So it's a really big shift in what he's thinking, because normally at this sort of stage, they're used to seeing something, wanting it, going for it, very much like a toddler. So he's come away. Good boy. I'm going to try and entice him again. Good boy. He's doing this a little bit too well. Good boy. So this stage, to make sure he doesn't access the cheese, you just close your hand up. You may not be at the point where you can even have it open, just having that closed hand is enough of an enticement. You might get biting and licking and trying to really get their nose in there. But to make it more enticing for him, to try and demonstrate this, I'm going to have an open hand. Good boy. So this is where we can start using that leave it cue, because I now know if I do this, leave, he'll look away. So again, we don't add that cue until we know what he's going to do. Leave. Good. So as soon as that head starts to come away, we say leave, and he'll start pairing that action with taking his focus away from what he wants. Leave. Good boy. Oh, 2 bits. Oh. Leave. Good boy. Good boy. So he's working really hard here to do this, so we'll just do it one more time. Leave. Good boy. So what you can eventually do is get to the stage where you have this on the ground. Good boy. And eventually you can say leave. See, this one's harder for him. Good boy. And that's where you get to with a more adult dog. Now with this one, you've got to remember it's so hard on their brains, especially as they're so young puppies. It's a brilliant time for them to learn it, because it just becomes instinctive when you give that leave cue. But it's so hard, you don't want to do it for very long. You have to give them lots of breaks, little and often with this one. Here we've got a dog that his owners do not think he's going to do this. So we shall see. Good boy. See, he's a bit more licky. He was a bit more wanting it. This is his favourite treat ever as well. Got some cheese. Good boy. And you see with Kaiser here, he even does the full step back. He wants me to absolutely know he is not going for that cheese, and that therefore he'd really, really appreciate being rewarded with some other cheese right now. So Kaiser also knows a sit to say please. So he will happily, good boy, sit down to let me know that he would really very much like some cheese. But what he's not doing is spending too long demanding the cheese. Good boy. So he's quickly working out it's not working. Good boy. So dogs of any age can really play this game, and it's brilliant for any sort of impulse control. Them just learning that they can overcome their base instincts to go for something that they want. They can learn that good things come to those who wait. Good boy, Kaiser.